we have more than 8.5 to 12.5 million Chinese who are living in Africa. And by the way, not living cheap lives. They are living high lives, high level lives. Someone else on the social media here even released a clip revealing that China has a plan for the next 50 years. That if possible, they wanted to offload some of the Chinese people to the African continent so that their people can have a good value. How are they going to do that? They come to your country, Swaziland, Eswatini, Kenya, Uganda. They donate 20 billion, 30 billion for infrastructure development. 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, when the contract expires, and your government must pay back the money, your government cannot pay back the money. So what do the Chinamen will ask? Either they ask for the infrastructure they build, like the airport, key strategic infrastructures, like the airport. May we have the airport, would run it so that we can recover the money that we lost. Failing which, may we have land so that we can pay for the debt. And you give the Chinaman land. When you give him land, what do you stop him from doing? You build his city, you bring his people, they will live in Africa. And the Chinese are not joking when it comes to the colonization of Africa in the 21st century. All these monies that you are seeing that China is offering to Africa, they are not for free. Please understand this. Politics is prostitution of the highest order. You give something so that you can get something. In as much as our presidents are happy to be queuing up in China, receiving donations from one man. China has 1.2 billion. Africa has 1.3, 1.45, 1.6 billion people. We have more resources than China put together. Why would our presidents and ministers and governors walk up to China seeking for support and seeking for resources from one man when 52 grown-up men, 52 grown-up presidents, some of them due for retirement, they walk up to one man. You find them standing in a big queue waiting for one Chinese man who can be telling them what to do. You, I'll give you 2 billion. You take 3 billion. You take 4, 5, 6 billion. Can you tell me between Rustenburg and Pretoria, we have more than 18 billion worth of platinum that is sitting underground. Sorry, let me just switch off this thing. $18 billion plus worth of resources of platinum that are sitting here in South Africa. You're looking at that whole land together. And our president has the guts of walking up to China and sell the country for a lousy 4, 5, 6 billion. There must be something fundamentally wrong with the thinking of the African leader who has been taught politics by the West, and they want to play politics by the West. There is no way you can beat the Roman Dutch on their Roman Dutch law. They wrote it. So we have a situation right now in China where the Chinese people are now kicking the Africans out of the hotels, kicking the Africans out of the homes, kicking them out of their businesses and out of their residences, pulling them away from their marriages. For some of our brothers and sisters have married Chinese people. And the rumor that is going around right now is that the black people have corona, so they must be evicted away from their homes and etc. And Chinese people actually have bad taste when it comes to Africans. Now, here I want to become very clear that it's not only Chinese people. There is what I want to call European racism, as we faced it during colonization, where South Africa, apartheid, Zimbabwe, Kenya, and the rest of Africa, including Leopold in Congo, we can never forget the hatred of the European towards the African. It's written everywhere. It's written everywhere on the African continent. We have scars that have not yet healed from